You've got ideas, you've got ambition, you've got no time, or so you think. I'm Marissa Lonick, and I help busy moms with big dreams and no time. Join me each week as I dive into time management strategies, goal setting and achieving framework, and inspiring guests who are juggling mom life, work life, fill in the blank life. Dreams don't work unless you do, and just because you're a mom doesn't mean you can't still make it happen, whatever it means to you. Welcome to the Mama Work It podcast. Hello, mama friends, and happy 2022. I am so excited to be here today chatting with you about one of my favorite topics that I just love so much, which is goal setting. Now, maybe you're someone who also loves to goal set and dream and think about all the possibilities for the year ahead. Or maybe you're someone who shies away from this a bit or even dislikes goal setting because of past experience. Either way, this episode is for you because I'm going to be breaking down simple and effective ways to not only goal set, but to actually follow through and achieve those goals. Because what good is it to have a goal if you're not going to actually do it, right? Now, in the past, I have definitely been someone who has achieved many of my goals, but also I've not achieved a bunch of them too. And I want you to know this because I don't want you to get a false idea that I am so different than you. I think sometimes when people see me, they think, oh, she has it easy, she succeeds at everything she does, or she has different resources and tools available that I don't. But here's the truth. I have struggled many a times with goal achievement before. I have failed at succeeding at many goals before. I have been the goals hot mess express, some may say, in the past when it comes to goals. But I have also slayed my goals like a boss. I have exceeded my goals oftentimes, and I love nothing more than to see other moms do the same. So today we're diving into my proven tips when it comes to goals, how to set them properly, how to ensure you achieve them, and how to basically change your entire life by using your time and energy toward what truly matters to you. So if you are serious about executing your goals this year, mama, this is the episode you are going to want to listen to. And you are going to learn basically how you can work it in 2022 to accomplish all the things you want. I'm going to be sharing 6 tips with you. Are you ready to go? All right, here we go. Tip number 1. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Basically, don't only have one New Year's goal or one New Year's resolution. This is like your financial portfolio. It needs to be diversified. Look at all the areas of your life that you want to improve: parenting, career, self-care, finance, relationship. Choose something for each of these. Now, I don't tell you this to overwhelm you. I don't want you to write down so many goals that when you look at your list, you're like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start, and you get analysis paralysis. That is not the intention here. But I do want you to think about your life a bit more holistically and not just one specific path to go down. So tip number 1, just to review, don't put all your eggs in one goal basket. Tip number 2 is to write down your goals. Now, this seems almost like a no-brainer, but seriously, this small step is extremely crucial. So many people say they're going to do something and then they don't follow through. And a big reason for this is simply because they didn't write down what they actually wanted to get done. The best place to do this when it comes to goal setting is a place where you will see it daily. So personally, I have a dry erase board. I know it's ironic that it's a dry erase board, but I have a dry erase board where I write my annual goals every year. This is right next to my laptop in my office. And these goals do not get erased until the end of the year after I've spent the entire year looking at them every single day, checking them off as I complete them, and then documenting my hard-earned accomplishments through a photo before I do end up erasing them at that 365-day mark. So I would highly, highly recommend that you write down your goals, your resolutions, and look at them daily. Put them in a place that you will see them each and every day, and then you will be reminded of them on a regular basis. Tip number 3 is to make your resolutions specific. Make your goals very, very, very detailed and specific. Okay, so years ago, here's an example. Years ago, I created an email account for each of my kids. And I would send them messages here and there about funny stories that happened or photos of milestones with the intent that one day when they were older, I would give them the password and hand over this email, and they would have this really cool documented library of emails of all these fun things that they were hearing from me growing up. So I haven't been making a big effort lately to send them many messages. So this year in 2022, I wanted to ensure that I did just that. Now, my resolution didn't read, send kids more emails. It said very specifically, send weekly emails to the kids. The more specific you get, the easier it will be for you to measure your success in actually completing this goal. If you're vague on your resolution, you're probably going to be pretty vague at getting it done too. So it's simple as that. Be specific. So just to recap where we've gotten down so far, tip number 1 is don't put all your eggs in one basket, set more than one goal. Tip number 2 is to write down your goals and look at them daily. And tip number 3 is to make them very specific as possible. We are moving on now to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is this: make some of your goals a bit easier than others. So, not all your goals or your resolutions need to be super challenging or complicated. Make some of those goals less challenging to achieve than others. We all need to hit the easy button some days, and often the sense of accomplishment that you feel from completing your first goal, that could even ignite you to want to feel that again and again and again by working toward the others, maybe the ones that are a little bit more challenging. So, for example, my financial goals in 2022 are pretty big. They're going to take strategy, they're going to take hard work, they're going to take the right mindset, and likely a coach to support me along the way. But I have other goals that some might call easier. I want to drink 64 ounces of water daily, for example. Like, I know I can easily make this happen with a little bit of effort, yet I still need that intention. I still need that goal there to remind me to actually do it every single day. So, tip number 4 is to make some of your goals easier than others. Tip number 5, this has to do with time. And you know me, I am the ultimate time momager here. So, tip number 5 is to use your time intentionally. When you want to achieve any goal, it is important to use your time intentionally. Being intentional with how you spend your time, prioritize your schedule, and put forth your effort are the ingredients for a simple and magical recipe for success when it comes to nailing your New Year's resolutions. So, for example, if you are looking to exercise more, be intentional about waking up earlier to work out. If you want to eat healthier, be intentional about meal prepping veggies for the week so you're not tempted to order takeout when you're tired on Wednesday night. Intentionality is the key to achieving literally anything. If your intention is there, your action will follow appropriately. I am a big proponent of teaching this in my programs when it comes to managing your time, growing your business, and basically achieving any and every goal. I don't rely on complicated formulas or systems because our lives are complicated and cluttered enough. When things are simple, you can not only execute them with ease, you can continue to execute them without much effort. So, tip number 5, just to review, is to use your time intentionally toward achieving those goals. Tip number 6, check yourself on the reg. So when you're sitting down to Netflix and chill next weekend, ask yourself, is there a goal I should be committing to right now? If that goal was more time for you to relax, then girl, by all means, do it. If it was to finish your book though, or to grow your business or to change careers, then maybe you should be saying bye-bye to that really interesting documentary you're watching about Tiger King's nemesis and get back to writing your heart out or creating your awesome marketing content or updating your resume. Holding yourself accountable is important. You are the best person for this because only you know how important these goals are to you. However, you are not always the fastest and most effective accountability partner. Sometimes you can easily talk yourself into not doing something out of fear or lack of clarity or even the really influential distractions all around us. Working with a coach is a surefire way to ensure you're not only in the driver's seat to get to your goal destination, but to ensure you're taking the fastest route to get there. A coach can help you avoid indecisiveness, analysis paralysis, insecurity, even laziness. If you've never worked with a coach before, maybe 2022 is the year for you to make this happen. I have been working with coaches since 2015, and even as self-motivated as I am, I know I would not have gotten as far as I am today without their support and accountability partnership. Coaches are godlike figures to me when it comes to goal achievement. So get yourself one stat if this is important to you. So before we wrap up this episode, let's go ahead and just review really quickly our 6 tips to accomplish your goals this year. Tip number 1, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have more than one goal and diversify the areas of your life that these relate to. Tip number 2, write down your goals. Put them in a place where you can see them daily and make sure you are reminded of them on the regular. Tip number 3, make your goals specific. Don't be vague about what you want to get done. Be very clear and specific. Can you measure it? Will you know once you've accomplished it? Tip number 4, make some of your goals a bit easier than others. Not every goal needs to be super challenging. Others can be easier, but still give you that sense of pride and accomplishment. Tip number 5, use your time intentionally so that you are working toward your goal on a regular basis. Make decisions that are centered around what you want to achieve this year. And tip number 6, check yourself on the regular. Okay, think about what you're doing, what action you're taking, hold yourself accountable, and if you are totally serious about those goals this year, hire a coach to help you get there. Well, that is it. I hope you found these goal setting and achievement tips helpful. I want to quickly mention that just because today is January 5th and you may not have started your goals on January 1st, that doesn't mean you can't start now, today, right in this moment. In fact, I discourage anyone from trying to do all their goals right away on January 1st. That is a recipe for burnout and one that never works. Take one step, just one step right now. Maybe it's writing down those goals. Maybe it's putting them someplace that you'll see them daily. Maybe that's on your mirror or next to your computer at your desk. Start researching a coach or find an accountability buddy. Register for the gym. Do something, anything right now to get started. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with everything at once because, again, that is a recipe for disaster. You are capable of doing a lot this year. You've got 360 days to go. If you take one small step a day, you will be 360 steps closer to what you're looking to accomplish at the end of 2022. If you are looking for support in this area and want to learn more about becoming a time momager or a biz momager or just chat with me, I now offer totally free breakthrough calls. These are all about you, where we chat about what you're hoping to achieve and how to get you there on the fastest, most efficient path possible, whether that be in your personal or your professional life. I'm dropping the link in the show notes if this sounds like the step you want to take today to get started on this journey of becoming the ultimate time momager or biz momager and slaying your 2022 goals with intention. You've been listening to the Mama Work It podcast. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and would love if you could take a quick minute to leave me a review on whichever platform you're listening from, and maybe even send a note to a fellow mama friend recommending it. Reviews and recs help this podcast grow and reach more like-minded, awesome moms. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click that button so we can stay in touch, girl. By the way, if you haven't checked out the Mama Work It website, please do. There are lots of free resources and great articles there that can help you with the juggle of work life, mom life, wife life, fill in the blank life. So head on over. Thanks again for being part of the tribe. I'll see you soon, but in the meantime, keep on working it, mama.